What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about another game that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. I think it's perfectly fitting for this honestly. Today we're going to be talking about Warioware Smooth Moves. This is the Warioware game I have grown up playing, honestly. And I gotta say, it's a special time for me, honestly. Why is that the case? Time to find out. Alright, so, I'm not really gonna go too far into the plot, honestly, because each character has their own little plot, unique little story. That's kind of been a common thing in the WarioWare series, so I'm not gonna go through all that again. Just go through all the characters. I'll let y'all look it up for yourselves. But, there's something very interesting about this specific WarioWare game specifically. Now, I know people are gonna bring up one particular WarioWare game that I feel like it's almost everyone's favorite, and that is WarioWare Gold. This is generally a banger game for sure, but I will say that I feel like the only thing that that kind of pushes it down for me is probably the tilting of the 3DS minigames. That's probably my only major nitpick. I don't know. I never was big into those types of micro little games where you just tilt in the 3DS. There are some exceptions if it works, like Mario Luigi Dream Team, I guess, but otherwise, I'm not really a big fan of that doing that, which is why I don't think it's my personal... Probably my only reason why it's not my personal favorite, but I can see why it's almost everyone's favorite. It has a ton of micro mini games you can play with button controls and touch controls and stuff. And overall, the voice acting, too, with the cutscenes is honestly really great. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot of charm to Wario Gold. It was released so late in the 3DS's lifespan. I wish it were released earlier, honestly. Or just on Switch. I guess it wouldn't work very well there. So, regardless, yeah, Warioware Gold is a great time. But there's something about smooth moves that I find a little more charming, honestly. And why is that the case? Well, this released on the Wii, and what was the Wii known for, you may ask? Well, if it ain't obvious, it's motion controls, of course. With the motion controls in many games, like in showcases the power of the, games like Donkey Country Returns, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Mario Party titles, Mario Kart Wii, a bunch of others recurs in Dreamland. But I think that there's one game I think utilizes the motion controls very, very well. Is this game, WarioWare Smooth Moves? I mean, you're playing the micro mini games with the Wii remote, and you basically have to do certain actions to make sure you get across. And honestly, this is my way of playing WarioWare, honestly. I do like all the WarioWare games, maybe aside from WarioWare Twisted. That game kinda is more of like... yeah, we don't talk about that game. But, something about WarioWare Smooth Moves compared to the other WarioWare games is something a little more unique, in my opinion. Like, it's just the motion controls here just feels so nice to do, honestly. And it just has a lot of charm with the cutscenes and stuff like that. And while not as charming as Gold's, I guess, and technically Get It Together, I wish Get It Together had voice acting. That's probably my only downside. I guess that was a different timing. But still, WarioWare Smooth Moves is a very interesting take of WarioWare that I generally really like, honestly. And also just going to different locations as well. The micro minigames themselves are really, really good, honestly. Each one, of course, has their own set of micro mini games, and of course, you have the rooms where you can play every micro mini game and try to get high scores and stuff. That's just the beauty of WarioWare. Get to keep going and doing high scores and try to get as many micro games as you can, honestly. So, yeah, and you can also you can watch the cutscenes if you really wanted to. So try to get high scores and stuff like that. It's kind of why I'm a big obsessed with this game, honestly. It seems like, now, this game is not perfect by any means. There are some micro games, especially near the ending. I do love the final boss, though, and the final one, I guess, with Wario. Mini Wario. But, yeah, I do like that, for sure. It's generally one of my favorites ones, for sure. I love the music and stuff. So, yeah, generally have a fun time with this game compared to other WarioWare titles, honestly. And if I'm going to be honest, this is probably my favorite WarioWare game in the series, honestly. I don't know, like, I know it's motion controls. If you're not into motion controls, I can totally see why you probably wouldn't get into this game, considering that's pretty much the whole point of the game. But, I don't know, there's just something charming about it, and also something like other stuff. I haven't really, again, there's not much I can really say about this one that I haven't said already, because it feels like almost everything I've talked about already, pretty much, I've already talked about. There's some interesting micro games I haven't talked about, but there's plenty of them that I do really like, especially the Nintendo ones. Those are obviously the highlights. So, yeah, I don't really have much else to say about WarioWare and WarioWare Smooth Moves. Also, if you look up videos online, there's some classic videos of just players just playing this game, and yeah, it's generally entertaining to watch. So, yeah, I love how they showcase the weird mode in some cases, honestly, like that. So, yeah, WarioWare Smooth Moves, in my opinion, is the best WarioWare game in the entire series. Yeah, I know that might be, I don't know if that's controversial or not, it probably isn't, but I know people are going to bring up Gold. I love Gold as much as the next guy, but I don't think having a bunch of micro mini games that I can already play from older games really doesn't make much of a difference for me. I mean, I guess with the cutscenes, that's definitely the highlight. But other than that, I don't know. Something about Smooth Moves I just kind of enjoy more, honestly, and just have a more of a charming experience. Just a I don't know. Maybe I just like the Wii and I grew up with it. And with the new WarioWare game coming up, WarioWare Move It, we're gonna be having a fun. I'm gonna be having a fun time playing that game. Honestly, generally, very, very, very excited for that one. And overall, it's likely going to be amazing. It's going to take it's pretty much like Smooth Moves, just, on the Switch. So, yeah, this is probably the WarioWare game for me. WarioWare Get It Together was a nice game, but I definitely will admit that it's not my favorite in the series. I feel like it could be held better with the online, maybe. That's probably the only thing I wish it had. But otherwise, I'm definitely getting WarioWare Move It when it comes out in November. It's going to be a fun time, honestly. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Are you getting the new WarioWare game coming soon? Let me know in the comments below. This was a rather short video compared to the other games I'm talking about, but it's WarioWare, so these are tending going to be a little bit more shorter than bigger games, I guess. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for more. Later, folks.